Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Table Podcast, baby. I'm your host, Ken Allen, and that beautiful lady up there is also your host, Mistress to the B, bitches. Mistress to the B, y'all. Hey, Mistress B.
Hey Ken, how are you?
Sexy.
Well, naturally.
I'm doing good. Guess what I've been doing for the last 5 days?
I don't know what's up.
Binge watching the hell out of The Sopranos.
Oh Jesus.
the best, the best freaking series ever created for television. The best.
That's definitely true.
That
I
is
still
definitely
haven't
true.
watched it.
Oh, baby, you don't even know. You got 6 seasons of that. Start that shit tomorrow. You will love every minute
Absolutely.
of it. It's amazing. Love it, love it, want more of it.
They got like a new thing coming on now, or a movie, or they did something where it's supposed to be
Yeah,
based off the
new
stuff.
movie's coming out.
I
New
actually saw
movies
that. I
coming
watched
out.
it last night.
How was
Um,
it?
uh, it wasn't Sopranos, but it was all right. Something to the effect of the Saints of Newark, but it was still good. It gives you some background on how Tony got to where he was at, and Christopher Moltisanti and all these folks. It was good. It was good.
See, James Gandolfini, that's his name, right? He passed
James
away.
Gandolfini, yeah.
Yeah, that sucks. He passed away. He did voiceovers and stuff too. It was really good, man.
He was an amazing actor. In fact, when he passed away, he was on vacation in Italy, our homeland, Brandon.
Yep. That's true, man. And I love my mafia and Italian movies, dude, big time. And
Yeah.
I watch it, I get too into it, and I turn into that person. So
I feel the same way. I'm sitting there and
Lawless.
yeah, exactly. I'm sitting there and I'm watching The Godfather or Goodfellas or whatever, and I'm like, oh, I get so angry at some. Yeah, it just pulls that Sicilian out of me,
It does.
Siciliano. Anyway, thank you everyone for joining us here on the Wizards Table podcast. I have missed everybody. I know it's been a while since we've been on, but it's all gravy, baby, because we here now tonight, and nothing but love to each and every one of you. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We love you. We thank you. We thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. We're so excited to be back for season 2, and we're kicking it off with a bang with Brandon Crotti and our special guest Scooby, aka Kareem.
I got him on here.
That's right, you did. You finally got him on the Wizards Table, Scooby Kareem.
We didn't think he was going to make it. He had to get his fresh cut, but he got it. He's good.
Looking good, Scoob.
He is. He looks great. He looks fresh and so clean.
Ken starts rapping.
Dude, I can actually rap, believe it or not. I grew up with DJ Magic Mike and shit.
Well, let's hear it, man.
Or no, not tonight. Anyway, thank you, Brandon Crotti from Paranormal in the Funhouse, for joining us tonight. We got some cool shit to talk about. You are a recurring guest. You've been on twice before, 3 times a charm. We're going to have you on 187 more times. But we're going to talk about Opera House Theater Part 2. We're going to talk about haunting at the at Town Hall. We got a lot of cool shit to talk about, brother.
Yeah, I actually wanted to come on here. This time I was asking you for me to come on here because tonight episode airs. So it's cool, man. I appreciate you having us again.
Absolutely. And always, anytime you ask me, it's going to happen, baby.
What's up, Lisa? I see Minnesota Spirit Hunters.
There's a lot of cool people on.
What's up,
Bob Burnell, paranormal consultant.
A lot of people.
Robert, Anne Marie Young, Lisa Marie from Minnesota Spirit Hunters, Carrie C. West. A lot of good people on tonight. And they are good people. They are good people. So nothing but love and blessings to each. You know what I want to see tonight? Because the Wizards Table has not been on in a while. This is season 2 of the Wizards Table, featuring Brandon Crotti and, of course, Scooby Dooby Doo. Where are you?
He's got the K in it, so he doesn't get copyright.
Exactly. I want to see some hearts. So send us some hearts, y'all. For real, though. Show the love, baby. Show the love.
This is season 2 of your
This is season 2, baby.
You gonna do new things, try out new things this season?
Yes, we are. Once I get my camera set up in my new office, I got a new office. that I'm getting ready to renovate and paint and all that good shit. Once I get my new office set up, baby, you're going to see some shit. Woo! Yeah. So,
Absolutely. So, Brandon, we heard that you went through COVID. Just wanted to see how you're doing. Check in really quick.
Well, I'm negative. That's good. I
Woo!
mean, I didn't really experience the whole COVID thing that everybody else does, but since I have lung issues and heart problems, I experienced that. So it was just shit with lungs. But it's been a week, man. I'm good now. Just lingering side effects. Kareem's the only one that didn't get it, and Elizabeth wasn't around, but Jason got it. Stacy got it. I had it. The kids got it. Kareem got lucky. Didn't get it.
Wow. Well, I'm glad that you're doing better, and we're really happy to have you on here. And Kareem, I'm glad you stayed safe the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
In the room with
me
me. I'm
too.
surprised he didn't get it.
so I got a question for you, Kareem. Actually, I got a few questions. First of all, how did you and Brandon become friends?
We've been friends since I'll say like July of 2008,
Oh
and
my
at
God.
first it's been a long time.
But how did we become friends, Kareem?
I mean,
You don't
we
remember?
didn't like each other. All right, so look. All right, so look, we didn't like each other, but we ended up being friends through like we both like love music and stuff, so that's how we became friends and
We grew
everything.
up in
We
an
used to
area
record
though
music.
that was
Yeah,
really
we
racist,
used to
and it
yeah,
was
it
just a
was called
shithole.
Edgewater. Yeah, it was called Edgewater. It was pretty racist back then.
So
But
I didn't like
we
people fucking with him, basically, and I didn't like him
yeah.
either. But we became friends, and believe it or not, I had like this dead shark that my grandfather gave me. I think early friendship, and I took it out of the tank and I threw a shark at him too. So we
Oh
became
my
best friends since. I
God.
locked him in my closet when he was sneaking in my house when he wasn't supposed to be in. It's just crazy shit. It's been years
No.
though,
Let me tell you this though. He used to say, "Oh yeah, just come over here. Yeah, you come over here," knowing that he couldn't have company. And then we'll be recording music, and then he'd be like, "Oh, my mom's home. Yeah, get in this closet. Hide there." And I'm
That's
just
usually
like,
how I make friends. I lock people in the closet.
A lot of people in there, huh?
There's several bitches up in that mug right now.
It's
Lot of
fun
skeletons.
though.
It is fun. Hell yeah, Mistress B's helped me with at least 15 of them.
Yeah, it's great. It's great in there. It's like a
I
little
see.
VIP club.
I see Justin for the first time coming in here. Really good friend of mine, a little Twitch streamer right there. Appreciate it, man. I see you in here.
Hello,
First time
Justin.
coming to the Wizards table. This is the
Yeah,
guy I talked about. He saw the video, Ken, of what you did for us.
nice.
So, oh, look,
Welcome,
my mic cut
Justin.
off.
Take a seat at the Wizards table, Justin, baby.
It's like,
So okay, that's how you guys met, but like or became friends or whatever. But what about the paranormal stuff? I want to know about that. How did Brandon say, "Hey, let's go hunt some ghosts and shit"?
it was
man, I
like
can't remember.
I think it was like the year before, and I remember I was like chilling at home, and then he called me. He had this idea. He goes, "Yeah, I want to be a paranormal investigator. I'm starting a team." And he said, "You should be the cameraman." And I was like, I thought he was crazy because I'm like, we're dealing with ghosts, like a lot of stuff can happen. So he's like, "Oh yeah, you could be the cameraman, and Stacy could be co-investigator, and all this would be great." So I was like, "All right." So at first I was like. I was gonna say no, and then I was like, all right, I'm gonna give this a try. And
Yeah,
then,
Goatman
we've been
came up, and there's Kareem now. Because when he was at Crybaby Bridge, man, I'm talking like when we first did the
we
live
scared.
stream there before we filmed that, he couldn't hold the camera. He was like this. I mean, so he was brave enough to come. We had a tough time because the pandemic hit when we first started together. And then and finding places. This is before TV, so we're trying to like sneak in fucking asylums and shit. We couldn't
Hell
get in
yeah.
places, no credibility.
Hell
It was
yeah.
hard, man. But Kareem over time, I mean, we're on the third season. So going in 2 years, third season, and Kareem's now fucking taking my job. So look at it.
Kareem, I feel like we're in the
he's setting
same
me
boat. I was never supposed to be on the Wizard's table. I was supposed to help it get set up, and that was it. And here we are, season 2.
Now, you know what? You know what, Mistress B? Go ahead and tell the truth and shame the devil. Hail Satan. But go ahead and tell him how that shit happened real quick, baby.
Well, he was like, okay, I want to start a podcast. Can you help me? And I was like, sure. So I did my research, figured out how to do it, came up with a logo, the whole nine. And then like a week or two before the first episode, he started telling people I was going to be the co-host. He didn't even ask me. He just started telling me.
Just brought you on, man. You're perfect.
He's like, yeah, she's just she's my co-host. She doesn't even know it though.
She don't know it yet, but she is.
Wouldn't be a Wizard's table without B.
No, it would not be the Wizard's table without Mistress B. That's for sure. 100%. 100%.
And we wouldn't have a show if it wasn't for Kareem. Of course, Jason's our camera guy and appreciate him too. But when we first started, we wouldn't have a show if we didn't have Kareem's shoulders and hands all swollen and broken and stiff from holding cameras all day. Ice packs.
Yeah, trust me. I hold the camera for a very long time.
Yeah, and if you don't, I usually yell at you. I know it's hard to work with me.
Okay, nice, Kareem. So you're holding the camera, you're doing your thing, right? And you're following Brandon or whoever, whatever moment is going on, is happening, whatever. And some crazy shit happens, How do you maintain? Like, how do you keep that camera going without being freaked out where you throw the camera down and run a fucking way?
I became used to it. I'm used to it now. Like we do.
Are you?
I used to get real scared of when we'll be filming, and then I just got used to it. He's just like, I'm just like, okay, we talked to spirits already, so I might as well just stay here and filming and get it. Even when it's crazy too, stuff gets crazy.
And stuff does get crazy all the time because I've watched Brandon's show and it's a fucking great show. I mean, honestly, Paranormal in the Funhouse is one of the best paranormal shows on right now. And I think it's sad and shameful if people have not ever seen it because they don't know what they're missing out. Brandon, you're fucking amazing, bro.
I appreciate it. And, a lot of people don't like it, but a lot of inspiration comes from Ghost Adventures. And I'm also home in Maryland. So Blair Witch. I like the Blair Witch vibe for my ghost hunting show, but it's actually real. So I like that. Some people don't like it. They're like, oh, if you're moving around too much and shit, I like you to be following us, running with us, shit like that. But yeah, a lot of it comes inspiration from Zach Bagans, man, for real. So, they're great. I like what they do, and I feel like that's kind of like
here's the thing. Some people don't like Zach Bagans for a multitude of reasons.
Yeah.
Okay, you may not like him, but that motherfucker is successful.
It is 25 seasons. Shit.
Exactly. That's astronomical.
Kareem's my Aaron Goodwin.
Yeah, because you do put him in.
Basically, I am.
You put him in very compromising positions. Kevin, you give us a really good example of that.
The episode's coming out tonight.
Tonight,
he got put in jail.
Oh dear Lord!
We locked him up in jail, and you guys, if you watch season 3, we only had a few episodes out because of COVID, but every episode so far he was placed alone. So this season, a lot of episodes that are coming out, his name was drawn. So your name's drawn, then you got to go do what I told you to do. And he's in every episode from O'Brien's Oyster Bar. You see him upstairs where the fire happened. He's by himself. Opera House Theater that's coming out. He got his name drawn again. You'll wait and see, on tonight. And in the episode that airs, he's in jail. So he's kind of like that. And then he doesn't want to be put there, but we do it. And he's like, no, I don't want to do it. But he's braver. But it's funny because he's so scared too at the same time.
Yeah.
He's alone. He's not really an investigator. It's not what he really does, but it's fun to watch him get into it, man, and really get scared and shit.
Yeah, wait till you guys see a new episode.
Yeah, I'm totally looking forward to that. I'm definitely looking forward to the Opera House Theater Part 2. I think it's going to be phenomenal. Now, you posted something today, Brandon, on Facebook. Was this from the Opera House 2 about the screaming?
Yeah, I was just editing, and I noticed in the monitor camera that there's some weird ass screams. Somebody said it doesn't sound human, and then somebody said it sounds like an animal. There's no animals there that I know of. So yeah, it's just the monitor camera, our night vision cameras pointed directly at the stage. And I think we're all the way downstairs in the dressing room area at the time, and there's a bunch of shit. But that little clip I posted was I wanted to see people's opinions. It sounded like a woman screaming.
Yes.
Like help me or some shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird, man. Opera Stater, I think I'm more excited for that because I think the first one's going to always be the best from season 1. But this one's different because, of course, you're featured in it. We did something different, an experiment. And all the monitor cameras are left behind captured something phenomenal.
Okay. Yes, I think it was pretty intense just from the little bit. Obviously, I haven't seen it, but I think it was pretty intense. Do you think that let's be 100% honest? When I did when I created the portal, I opened the veil, I did what I did. Do you think that had some impact on what happened?
Big time. I was skeptical over it, and I kind of told you that's why I wanted to do it. This is why I like documenting shit. You're all the way in another state. I'm in another state. You open up the veil, and as I explained to everybody, it's not for me. It's not like I'm going after something dark. I'm going after whatever happens because I want to prove that this is real shit. He opened up the portal, Ken did, which is going to be badass introduction of Opera House, I should say. But it definitely worked. I could feel different. It felt different in the Opera House than it did the first time. And when I went there the second time, it was completely dead. This time was just very active. More like audio, and you can hear everything with your own ears, and you can feel it physically. It was a lot stronger. It was something different in the air that night, man. And I kept saying it's because we opened up the veil.
Well, and that was the goal, right, Brandon?
Yeah,
I mean,
that was the goal for it.
You contacted me, and I did what I do, and we opened up the veil. And I mean, here's the thing: time and distance, time, space, distance, whatever, that has no bearing on spirits in the spirit world.
No, it doesn't.
Can you expand on that, Mr. Speak?
Basically, they're operating on a completely different plane. So it doesn't matter if I'm in Florida and you're in Maryland. It doesn't matter. Time differences don't matter because they operate on a completely different system. They're in an entirely different dimension with their own set of dimensional rules, and their rules are a lot more free form than our rules. So they can go where they need to go, be where they need to be, and directed where they need to be directed.
Exactly. And I'll go so far as to say that Brandon, Scooby, Mr. Speed, you guys know that I work with demons and I work with the jinn, occasionally angels, but me and St. Michael, well, that's still up in the air. But I do respect him. Anyway, when I work with demons, here's the thing. There is no time. There is no space. There is no such thing as distance between them. These things, angels, demons, the jinn, they travel at the speed of light, or probably even faster than that. Yeah. It's instantaneous. You know, I've had to do rune readings. I've had to do tarot card readings. And usually when I do a tarot card reading, I call upon my, what would be considered my patron demon, Orobos. And he's right there. He's right there, and he's guiding me, and he's guiding that person simultaneously, baby, simultaneously. So it doesn't matter if it's a non-human spirit. It doesn't matter if it's a human spirit that used to live. Time and distance, as she said, has no bearing whatsoever. There is no such thing as time. Anyway, that's just a human measurement. Time doesn't exist. That's a human measurement.
That guy even mentioned that in his episode. I'm pretty
sure. We're not,
you know,
we are bound by certain laws of physics, whereas spirits, especially non-human spirits, are bound by certain occult laws. We as human beings are not bound by those same occult laws. We are bound by the laws of physics. They, on the other hand, are not bound at all by the laws of physics. So there you go, baby.
All set. Actually, actually, we have footage of Ken opening the portal. Do we want to show that, or do we want to save it?
I sent you a little snippet. Of course,
this
it's
is
not the whole thing, but I want to show people what it's like when they watch Opera House Theater.
Yeah, this is just a little.
And like I'll be right back, by the way, too. Go ahead.
Of course.
Yeah.
Like Brandon, absolutely. Like Brandon said, this is just a little snippet. It's not the whole thing, but if you're cool with it, Mr. Spee and Kareem.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it.
You sure, baby? Kareem, I want a piece of
Why you say that? Why you say that?
Which part?
No, I'm saying why you say am I cool with it?
Oh, I'm just wondering, baby, because you in charge too.
I mean, yeah, you could show it.
Can I pitch your cheeks when I come to Maryland?
No, man.
I'm just fucking with you, bro. Go ahead, Mr. Smith.
All right.
From the velvet night, I call forth the watchers, race, ancient shapeless things, ancient ones, to come forth, to tear, shred, and open the veil. There you go, baby.
So that's a little peek, and we also have the trailer for Opera House 2. So I'm going to show you guys that as well.
How did you die? Can you tell me? Or pass away?
What are you doing? Oh, you're gone.
No move. There it is. He's right above your head.
Oh, I just captured something manifesting over in the back of the theater and coming towards you.
What?
Whoa, wait.
Did you hear that?
Rewind that again?
Jesse's voice just popped up on my EVP. It's pressure. Something is heavy. Something's right here. Energy in here.
Do that.
Look at the energy in here. Are you from the Opera House?
Man, I am so excited for this.
I love it, man. Thank you for playing that. I had to change the light on here. Sorry.
I'm very excited for that, and I can't wait to watch it. What time does that premiere?
Well, Opera House Theater is premiering, I don't know, in a few weeks. Town Hall is premiering tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern time. So Town Hall is tonight at 9. Opera House Theater, I'm pretty close to be finished. I'd give that another week. It's not going to be like months out where we wait months for another episode. I already got like 3 ready to go. So
yeah,
we got Town Hall tonight, Opera House Theater in a couple weeks. And it's going to be awesome. It's got Lisa from Minnesota Spirit Hunters in it and Ken Allen. So it's going to be pretty cool, man. It's interesting. We got a bunch of monitor cameras up on this one. I think it's going to be different from most of them. So my equipment's going off, by the way, over there. Is it? Yeah, it's one of the orbs that I have. It's nothing's vibrating, and it's over there. It's just sitting there going off while we're talking about it. Every time I was editing the piece of Ken Allen doing what he's doing in the beginning, I noticed the equipment would go off. And there's going to be a warning for a lot of you.
There should be a warning, yes.
You know, all of our show's not always about demons and shit like this. This one right here is definitely darker. It's an experiment. And I got to give people warnings when you listen to it. It might cause poltergeist activity. It could cause anything. I believe watching any ghost hunting show could cause activity anyways, but this is different. So, and we're trying something different. And that's what we did, man.
That's awesome. And I think that people should know that, like, watching this stuff does invite stuff in. It's like the more you talk about it, like TVs are portals too. What was that movie where the girl crawls out of the TV when they watch the videotape?
It's like, is it Poltergeist?
The Ring?
The Ring.
The Ring. Yeah.
Yeah. So that stuff works. It's just like when you FaceTime somebody, like it's a portal. It takes one thing from one place and puts it in another place instantaneously. So
I actually wanted to use a TV as a piece of equipment by using the white and the static, the noise on TV. It'd be interesting to do some type of experiment where we can see if they can manipulate it and show themselves through the television in an investigation.
Oh, yeah.
That would be awesome.
I say go for that because Okay.
That would be sneaky.
Here's the thing. I have, and it's funny. I have you. It's been about 4 years. 4 years. I look at my son's age, and okay, he's 5 now. He was 1 then, et cetera, et cetera. But yeah, he turned 5, by the way, on the 16th. He's such a little warrior. Such a warrior. His hair is so long; it's down to his knees.
I
But
forgot
okay,
there's a haunted doll in here.
okay.
Oh,
She
jeez.
brought it up in chat. This
So
was
you
an
take-
Opera House theater, so
Nice.
And you took it home?
Love it.
well, it's Lisa's, and she brought it up in chat. And I
See?
remember I was talking, and I got a response about Ken and with the doll. So
Oh, no.
Yeah, apparently he did. But I will take an old analog television, okay? And I still have this television. It belonged to my uncle. I'll take this old analog television. And when I'm summoning spirits, I will set it in the circle with me to summon these spirits. And you can, in the static, obviously, you know, analog, nothing comes through analog anymore, right? Or it's not supposed to. You can see these shapes taking form in the static, and you can hear voices coming through the static. An old analog television, perhaps that's something you should look into, Brandon.
that's interesting. They probably have those at pawn shops and shit. Right?
Yeah, you can find them. You can find them. Worst comes to worst, let me know, and I'll mail you mine. I will.
That'd be fucking cool, man. I'm really intrigued.
And so I did this ceremony where I was invoking let's just say I was invoking 3 separate spirits. And I had one of them for sure, I know, come through. And he, she, it made itself known through the static of this analog television. Old
I'll
television.
be right there.
That's
Used
awesome.
antennas, all that shit, you know.
That's
I would
crazy.
love to do that.
Yeah, I recommend it. It was very successful for me.
Or even having Jesse try to make actual equipment out of it somehow.
Okay,
That'd be cool,
so
too.
also real quick, back in the 90s, my mom used to have this little portable television that she would watch she called it her stories, The Young and the Restless, okay? And we would go on trips in my dad's motorhome, and she would watch The Young and the Restless on this little handheld portable television, and it was in black and white. I still have that television. She gave it to me, and I use that television sometimes, and I put it in my summoning circle when I'm working with the jinn or demons or even angels, and shit will come through hardcore. No
That's
doubt.
fucking awesome, man. Do
Yeah,
you
it's-
document this shit? You just do it on your own. by
No,
yourself?
but you know what? I need to document it, don't I, Brandon?
Yeah, you do. That now I want to do it. So
I recommend it because it has worked for me every time I've done it, and I've done it probably 12 times.
Maybe that's
fucking-
what we'll do for season 3. We'll have a little. We'll do some summoning and do a little podcast about it, just me and Ken, and see what we can come up with.
I think we should, baby.
you should.
I'm down.
And if I do that technique, man, I'll make sure I let everybody know where I learned it from.
You better.
I'm probably gonna when I get off here, I'll probably be looking online like for links on eBay or something for these, man, to try to get them.
Yeah, but I mean, they can't be that much, right?
Probably not. And another new thing too. I know in the next couple episodes that are coming out, got the same typical audio, but as in a week when we start filming, so mid-season 3, we're all going to be mic'd up from here on out. So we're
That's
all gonna be
right.
mic'd up. So finally, lapel mics are coming in. The camera quality is already fine, but the audio kept having issues recently ever since the O'Brien's restaurant in episode 2, season 3, and it just fucked everything up. So we're finally, that's why I had to cut part of Town Hall out because of audio, which I'm pissed. But label mics, man, I recommend it for people. So we're finally going to get it. I'm just curious in how EVPs are going to sound in it because video camera audio, I get a lot of EVPs, live EVPs with that. I wonder if label mics are going to work the same. I'm not sure.
The lapel mics should work just fine. They might even work better because they're so
Yeah.
sensitive.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
They
So
are.
that's going to be different. I think that's going to up the quality and people are going to like it. But the Opera House Theater, I can't put a date on it yet, but it's soon. Opera House Theater, Ken Allen's in it. It's exciting, and when you watch the video with him, I might be making a few minor changes, but it's intense. And then all the editing of the audio, Ken, it just sounds like you're about to listen to this badass song or something. or something. And it's like, damn, I sent it to Ken. He was like, oh shit, it's cool, man. I love it. I appreciate you doing it too and being part of it. So yeah, you'll be on Paraflix, man.
Hell yeah, I'm excited about that. I'm very honored that you would call me and ask me to do that. And I mean, you're a good guy, Brandon.
I appreciate it.
You are. No, you don't even have to try. You are.
And Lisa's on it too. This will be her. Well, she filmed with us before, but the data had to be recovered. So this is her first episode actually out too, with part of the Minnesota Spirit Hunters being on here. And she worked a lot with Jason that night. But then me and her in this episode at the end actually going to theater. And I ain't gonna lie, I was scared shitless. I felt weird. Didn't feel good. But she blindfolded herself, and I'm walking around and shit. So you'll see it in the trailer where we're sitting together. But other than Opera House too, I'm excited, man, because we got an episode out tonight. So I'm hoping everybody watches it, man. Town Hall, Mayor Bill Green's awesome. Town Hall is cool because it's like a time capsule, dude. You're walking back in the day. You're with the mayor still, and the history. There's tragedy there and history, from suicides to just them visiting, and we captured real big shit there, man. So,
well, yeah. Brandon, I don't know if you're able to talk about, what was that place? Lord have mercy. Because I watched the whole episode. I mean, I was glued to it from start to finish, about the murder house place or whatever.
Haven House.
That's it.
Yeah, I can talk about that.
Talk about that, baby.
Haven House. Leslie used to be a caseworker of mine when I was 16, and she reached out to me, a while back. And her house is basically a nursing home. And I thought there was 22 deaths there, but it was 25 deaths from the nursing home. Her taking care of people, some good people, some bad people. So you got a mix of energy. And she has a murder weapon with the evidence sticker still on it. And it's pretty fucking crazy. I actually wanted to keep it. She wants to sell it, by the way. Her name's Leslie. And she has document proof of what happened. So we went there because the man's body was dragged into a barrel and left there. And she found out one day it was smelling bad. This guy murdered him. And speaking of which, the guy that murdered him died recently. So I'm thinking about doing Haven House Part 2. But we investigated our first murder weapon, and the evidence was insane, from like the spirit box picking up what it did to him exactly, the gun did to him, showing proof, to the SLS showing him laid out, shot. And so Haven House is a recommended episode when you start season 3. Watch it, because we're investigating literally a murder weapon, where a body was placed, and natives was there too. That wasn't very active, but it was cool because we got to bury the arrowhead that she dug up a long time ago and give back. But I've been wanting to do a part 2, and if Leslie watches this, because I know she watches everything, we got to come back to your house. 25 deaths, murder. It's crazy. It's intense.
I think murder and suicide, they create these portals for a reason. Because if you think about when somebody dies, think about it like a 2-ended funnel. You're alive, and the veil starts to thin and thin and thin, and then you break through, and you're on the other side. And so eventually, it'll come to a close. Sometimes if they have unfinished business, it'll stay open a little longer. But I feel like when somebody is murdered or somebody commits suicide, instead of just easing into the thinning of the veil, it just rips a hole into the veil. And Absolutely. That's why so much paranormal activity continues to flood in.
Yes.
And you sound very smart right now. It makes me feel very smart.
She's smart all the time.
She's so smart. Like, dude, that's awesome. You see this, man? You guys' talk show. You guys could get on like TV and talk about that shit.
You know what? You're right. We need to be on TV, damn it.
Somebody take them, put them on TV. I think, man, Paraflix could use you guys, man.
I'd love to be on Paraflix. I think it would be an honor, and I think it would be great. We'd love to be on there. Yeah.
I think what we need to do is set up like, those like early morning talk shows where the co-hosts sit there on a set with like coffee and stuff.
Yeah.
We need to do that, but it needs to be us talking about the creepiest, darkest shit.
Sports talk, but it's ghosts and shit.
Oh, we can talk now. We can talk about some creepy, dark shit now, baby.
You don't even need guests. I mean, you guys can have so much you can do and talk about.
Me and her could just communicate, yeah.
Or like I said, you can teach people magic and shit like that. And doesn't, like you could teach them things that they want to know. You could do a show about how do you open portals if you wanted to. Of course, there's things that come along with that are not always good, but you can teach people the goods and the bad things about it, pros and cons and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It could definitely get interesting real fast.
And the thing about, like, for example, what I did for you was there's a lot of preliminary work that go into that. There's a lot of shit that goes on behind the scenes before you actually do the invocation. So
you actually had to do it twice too.
Yeah. But doing the invocation alone doesn't always open the portal. Now, doing the invocation can cause poltergeist-like activity in your home, but doing the invocation alone won't necessarily open a portal. There's a lot of preliminary stuff that has to go into that prior to actually doing the invocation. But nonetheless,
I was asking you that too. I was like, if me editing this, playing this over and over, is it going to reopen everything?
And I told you, you should be all right.
Yeah.
You should be all right.
A lot of it is intent too. It's almost like if you were to read a recipe, like unless you're actually doing the things that the recipe says to do while you're reading the recipe's just going to be a recipe.
Yeah.
Where'd Scooby go? Did you run away, dude?
I don't know where he's at.
Did you get scared? They can scare you that much?
I probably did.
He did ask me to pinch his cheeks several times.
I'm shocked that he's on here. Usually he's pretty anxious.
I did tell him, Brandon. I did tell him whenever it will happen when I do come to Maryland. I'm going to pinch his cheeks, and I said, "Is that okay?" And he said, "No, that's not okay."
Kareem's funny, man. He's funny, man. We want you here. We really want to get you here, and
I would love to come for sure.
I
did want to ask you though, how far away did you ever look into how far away you are from the Conjuring house?
Oh yeah, that's right. You did say that. I can look right now. I always wanted to go anyways, because the movie, like I know a lot of investigators on Paraflix has been there and all. It looks cool, but I always think the movies over exaggerate things.
Well, I can tell you the movies do over exaggerate because I'm very good friends with Andrea Perrin.
And
Andrea Perrin told me that she was called, Andrea Perrin was one of the sisters who lived in the Conjuring house for a while. And Andrea told me that Hollywood did embellish a hell of a lot. They actually called her out there when they were doing the filming, and she told them this and told them that. And it basically went in one ear and out the other.
Can you see it? Let's see. Well, it's 6 hours away. I'm only 6 hours away from it.
That's not bad. That's not
bad. And if I wanted to walk, it would take me 6 days. Riding a bike 2 days. I was
gonna say you could ride a bike. Well, hell, I got horses. I'll let you borrow one of them.
I see you said you're Virginia. Man, we actually filmed Virginia. It's crazy that season 1. Episode 1, Front Row of Virginia, was the most played episode of all time. It used to be Crybaby Bridge. Now it's that. I am surprised, but I would love to go back to Virginia. We filmed twice there. So
the last time I went to Virginia was in 2013. I went with I actually took an airplane from Tallahassee, Florida, to Atlanta. You cannot go through hell without stopping at Atlanta, but Tallahassee, Florida, Atlanta to Virginia. I went up to a pagan festival. Oh, it was so great. There was men and women dancing naked around bonfires. It was a pagan festival. A pagan festival. They worshiped the various gods and goddesses. Oh, it was amazing.
Sounds like a Friday night at your house, Ken.
Yeah, it's pretty much. Yeah, it's a Friday night at my house. It was great.
Where are you at, man?
Linda has a good question.
Go ahead.
Linda says, I heard an analogy about death, that at the time of death, the soul's energy sparks and then the light tunnel starts. Is this a spark, the action that opens the portal you talk about? Basically, yeah. It's as soon as you die, your soul is being prepared to cross over the veil. So the veil starts to thin in a spot and kind of get like cheeseclothy, where stuff can pass through it a little bit easier, and so you just kind of drift on through. And that's why sometimes it'll stay open, because it is like a cheesecloth. Like stuff might come back through the other side, it might not get closed the right way, stuff like that. But like I was saying, when somebody's murdered or a suicide is committed or somebody dies with at the wrong time in the wrong way, that cheesecloth just gets ripped open. So instead of things filtering through, things start to pour through because everything that's on that side, for the most part, wants to be on our side for some reason, whether it be to cause trouble, whether it be unfinished business, whether they're just a demon that got bored or an angel that's upset. They want to be on this side.
We should use you for a voiceover for our episode, man.
Yes,
I'm serious.
absolutely.
Like, have you explain detail and like for example, this episode's not out at the Opera House. I could have you explaining what Ken's about to do before watching it. It would be perfect. You sound very smart. So
100%.
Thank you. Absolutely.
somebody said
100%.
Scranton, PA. I've been in PA. We filmed 1810 Tavern. There's that Beaver, PA. Grand Midway Hotel in PA. What else did we do in PA? We're about to go to York, PA, I think. I don't know what else we did, but PA's. Oh, and Lucy, of course. We did Lucy in PA. It's my dad's side of the family's hometown. So,
Really? How far are you guys from Abu Dhabi?
I don't even know, man. Not sure. I know that 1810 Tavern, PA, and Beaver, PA was like 5 hours. That's fucking long. It took a long drive. And I got the flu on the way there, so that was fun. That was season 2 finale. Me and Kareem captured some 8-legged spider-looking fucking thing. It was great.
That's cool. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'd have loved that.
One of the natives told me it was something. There was a name for it. Don't remember what it was, but they knew about that type of shit. So
did it start with a W?
Might have.
Oh boy. Oh shit.
The native was from Unearthing the Supernatural, which is a great show. And
seriously though, did it start with a W?
I have no idea. I should look back into it. What it was.
Yeah, we have reason for asking that.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about it because it's kind of like Voldemort or Beetlejuice or Candyman. The more you say its name, the more it comes up.
Yeah, either a W or a P. So
I probably have it on my phone still. I probably won't announce what it is. I wonder. I had a picture of it too, on what they claim to actually look like, other than what we got. The whole place just shook in here talking about that. So I got a picture of what they claim it's supposed to be. You see if you guys can see it.
Oh.
So if you watch, there's actually a clip on my Facebook, Paranormal on the Funhouse clip, where we're on the SLS and we're capturing it. So the SLS captured it. It took shape, and we even got audio response on what it was. I don't remember the name of it. I got the photo right here. But I don't think it was nice.
Yeah, no.
But I don't know if that picture looks familiar to you guys.
It doesn't look familiar, but I'm really interested to know what it is.
He knew what it was, man. I gotta remember. What's up, Elizabeth? I see Elizabeth up in here.
Hello,
Scooby ran
Elizabeth.
away. So.
Hello, Elizabeth. I don't know what happened to Scooby.
Yeah, so the clip's out. It says caught in 1810 Tavern from our TV series. It's like in my video selection of evidence, and you'll see where we captured it, and it spreads out in the table just like the photo. Yeah, I don't see the name of it and what it was, but that's the photo of it, though. Creepy shit.
Have y'all ever noticed that, let's say, more ethnic backgrounds, like Native Americans, Asians, Africans, Hispanics, of all kinds, have scary stories than most European countries do?
I believe that, yeah. Yeah,
like, it's really interesting that these people get so connected to their environment that,
like, more spiritual, maybe that's why.
Yeah, a lot of them are. Yeah, especially Native Americans. With
you live so close to the land that you're in absolute communion with that land. So of course, absolutely.
Especially natives, man. You hear so many stories, and I had to learn a little bit about it before we went to Haven House. The dude from Unearthing, David Aberley, had to actually pre-record his language for us to speak to them, man. It's cool shit. I love what they do. I love their culture, man.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's awesome.
Yes, Justin, he's right. Middle East has some. Absolutely.
Oh, shit.
Oh yeah, Middle East.
Especially with the gin.
Scary.
Yeah. I used to have an editor that would talk about the gins on his roof and shit like that in the Middle East that used to do editing for me in season 1.
Yeah.
This guy was like, dude, they're like climbing on our roofs and shit. Some weird stories.
Absolutely.
I'm like, what the fuck?
And I've mentioned this before. I've had a gin guardian with me since I was 4, maybe 5, maybe 6 years old. I don't know. I actually saw him one time, but he's been with me and still is. So yeah, the gin are 100% real. 100% real. Yep.
It's something that's really interesting to experience. Brandon, I'll warn you, when you first meet Ken, his presence is really heavy, and that's his gin.
Oh, okay. I can already feel him from here. I can feel Ken in general.
He does have a sort of gravitas.
Oh, there's Scooby right there. Speaking of gens, I just saw one in your room, Kareem. His shit's muted. There you are, man. Did you fall in the toilet?
Nah.
Well, now he's back. I'm glad. And make sure you guys, if you're from the Funhouse watching the Wizards Table, please follow them, man. You know, definitely. I've been on this show so many times. I want to co-host with them, man. Yeah, let me co-host. But now you're back. So.
You know what? We will do that. We will absolutely do that. We will 100% let you co-host with us. That would be awesome. Yeah.
I would love to do that. There's so many people in here supporting right now. Love.
Nothing but love and appreciation for those people too. Yeah. Justin, thank you.
Speaking of Justin A-Step, when I come and see him getting married next year in February, right? He actually has a cemetery with his last name called A-Step Cemetery, based off his like relatives are in there. So when I meet him in person, and I'm gonna do a live stream there at his cemetery based off his relatives and name is the cemetery. It's gonna be cool as shit. See what happens.
That'll be awesome.
You know, if you could go to a private cemetery where a family actually owns the cemetery and they're cool with you doing investigations, you could take one of your team members and you could literally dig a hole and bury them up to their neck where they're incapacitated and have and do experiments. No, I'm serious.
Well, I was just thinking of Kareem, like what he's thinking of right now. When you say that shit, why
do you gotta bury me?
That's the first thing I thought of. Because everyone that watches our show don't get excited unless they see Kareem in some fucked up situation.
Poor Kareem.
Like tonight, they see you in jail. It's gonna be great. In a jail that you're not actually, locked up. You're just locked up because of me. Where I put you in there.
I'm pretty sure it's illegal to bury brothers in dirt now.
I'm sure. This is not Sopranos, man.
If you do go there, will you bring me back some graveyard dirt?
Oh, see, I found somebody that kept graveyard dirt. Remember Kareem at Grand Midway? The dude had like famous serial killers' graveyard dirt saved in a jar in each different room. It's interesting you say that.
It's really, really powerful. You can use it for a lot of different stuff. It's really
absolutely
good for curses. You can use it in cleansing. It's one of those ingredients that is kind of able to be substituted for a lot of things because it is powerful. So it's one of the best ingredients you can have, but it's really hard to get respectfully and with permission. So if you're on somebody's family cemetery, it's perfect because I don't want to piss anybody off for a jar of dirt.
Exactly.
Here's the thing, because I have graveyard dirt, I probably have 10 or 12 jars of graveyard dirt. If I go to collect graveyard dirt, first of all, it depends on what I'm doing. If I want to curse somebody, I'll get graveyard dirt from somebody that was an asshole in life or whatever. If I get graveyard dirt and I want to heal somebody, I'll get graveyard dirt from somebody that was like a midwife or some sort of a healer or whatever. But before I do it, I will ask that spirit at that grave for permission. I will leave 9 pennies and I will leave like some tobacco and a little bit of liquor in a small,
always
shot glass or something.
Give offerings in return.
Right. You got to give offerings.
I'll throw this at you. What would you, if you could take any famous serial killer's graveyard dirt out of these two, what would you take? Charles Manson or John Wayne Gacy? Which one?
John Wayne Gacy was fat, so I won't take him. Probably Charles Manson.
I was gonna say Charles Manson is such it's fucked up, but interesting character. I
Yeah.
don't want to say the wrong thing and then people think I'm nuts.
No, but the
I'm
thing is,
always finding
most of the shit
out.
that went down with Charles Manson, he ordered that shit. He didn't have a lot to do with it himself.
That's true. I see Zach with his skull. What is it? Skull fragments. It's like,
What
I
about
wish I
that
had
car he drives?
the car he drives too. Does Zach have that too?
I
in his
think
museum?
yes. Yeah, he does.
Shit. And he has a TV of Charles Manson.
Yeah.
And apparently he was summoning shit through the TV.
Yeah.
That's what I was told. Yeah.
So if I wanted to screw with somebody on a psychological level and really screw their mind up from here to eternity, yeah, Charles Manson dirt would be great.
You also have me. I'm pretty good at that too.
Yeah, you are. She is.
You said
Exactly.
not John Wayne Gacy's fat.
I'm just messing around.
Clown.
But no,
clown, man.
yeah, he was
Sick
just
fuck.
I don't know. He was sick. He was sick.
He was born that way, I guess.
They were all sick, but I don't
They
know.
were.
There's
But
something about
it's
him.
interesting if you watch, Zach investigated that shit. So, they did that. He got a piece of his brain, man.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
Hey, Kareem. So what's your favorite part for Town Hall coming out tonight? So again, it's airing at 9, guys. So what's your favorite part about this episode? What is it you being in jail?
No, hell no. My favorite one is when we catch up. When we all I guess when we all catch evidence together. That's my favorite.
We all ended up separating in individual rooms at once. So we all went alone together, and everyone was capturing something different. But the cool thing in this episode is what Stacy's getting is what me and Kareem are getting at the same time. And then this chain of events happened to where it all links to Jason and Elizabeth, and it all adds up to what it basically makes sense when you watch it. I can't wait. This one's different. It's on 4 different camera angles. Yeah, this is gonna be a dope episode. Town Hall. Shout out to Bill Mayer again. The mayor, Bill Green, and his kids are in this one. Teen Paranormal. They're new. They're young. They're learning. So they're part of it. We're actually doing a giveaway. The mayor's gonna autograph all these shirts based off Williamsport, and he's mailing to me, and then we're going to sign them, and then whoever answers the right questions a week after watching this episode, we're going to give them out to people that answer the right questions, who was paying attention, basically.
Yeah.
That's so dope. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love when community leaders are big on that sort of stuff and get involved.
Yeah. I like to do different things. People be like, hey, man, I got the shirt from Town Hall that was in there that they filmed at, shit like that. And we're giving out some haunted clown dolls, too.
That's right. That's right. You are. Yeah. Yeah, you are. Speaking of shirts, I need a Paranormal in the Funhouse shirt so I can wear it on this podcast.
Well, you do need it. I know we sold so many of them, I think, before the holidays that I don't even know if anything's in stock. I only have 2 left here, but I can literally get one for you and just mail it to you.
Because I'll wear it.
I know you will. I would love that, man. It helps out. Definitely does. Anyone that wears and advertises their stuff. What about you? Do you have clothing yet?
We do finally. I started making wizard table shirts. If y'all want to get some, they're $30. That includes shipping to the continental U.S. Information is on our Facebook page, or you can DM us with sizes and questions or anything. So we got to get y'all some shirts too. So send me your sizes and an address, and I'll get you some shirts.
That's awesome. I didn't know you guys made stuff, so that's cool.
Yeah, it's fairly new stuff. We're just getting around to doing it, but hey, we're doing it. So
sorry, I keep wiping my nose and shit. I just got over COVID, so I'm
no, you're good.
Using nasal spray, all nasally and shit.
All right. Well, before we go, I do want to show this Town Hall trailer, and then we'll wrap up any other questions that we got to do.
Yeah, ask Scooby questions, man. You gotta fucking talk. Come on, bro. Wake up.
All right. Wake up. Here's this trailer for y'all. Make sure that you tune in. It's going live tonight. It's going to be exciting, but take a look.
What about the truck? What happened?
It was right there when it's like she was standing there and she was like,
whoa!
Oh! Oh It's just. That's how loud it was that I could hear it. You've been seen here.
You speak into this device with a little.
God.
And let me explain the Paraflix Xmas thing was on there because originally it was supposed to come out at Christmas. So ignore that part. It's probably not in there now. Who knows? But it was made then. So we went around Christmas time, town hall actually, where Stacy's going to be at in this episode. The man killed himself on Christmas Eve. So it's like, it was cool to be around that time. It was a good time. So I know it's not Christmas time anymore. But yeah, I really appreciate you playing that, dude. I'm super excited, man. 9 p.m. Eastern time.
You know what? I have decided I'm going to give you hell for leaving that Christmas thing on there. God damn you, Brandon. How dare you leave that Christmas thing on there? What in the hell were you thinking by leaving that Christmas thing on there? Oh my God, I'm leaving right now because he left that Christmas thing.
There's people out there that would be like nitpicky with that little shit too.
It's cool, bro. It's cool. 100% cool. Yeah, I want to ask you, how's Stacy doing? I haven't, she came on one time and she was great. She was fantastic.
But she'll be here tonight. She's out with the little one right now. They're negative. They're good. They're no longer sick and getting ready, I guess, to figure out what's next to film. And she's doing good. There's a fight coming on tonight, so we're gonna be watching that shit. Yeah.
Well, how many boys you got? You got 2 sons?
Tyler and Landon, and then I got my daughter. Yeah.
Okay, you got 3 kids. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, my son Jackson, Jackson, he loves you guys, man.
I saw his video before. He's adorable, man.
Yeah, when he says
looks like you.
He does, yeah, and he's that's right. I posted it. He says "Paranormal in the Funhouse, baby." Yeah,
yep.
He loves you guys, man, and he knows who you are. I talk about you guys all the time.
Yeah, same with our kids. They know you too, and they watched that video you did for us, Opera House.
They didn't freak out.
Not really. They're used to it now, man. They have to live around this shit. So
yeah. My son's the same way. He's used to watching all this stuff, so it doesn't bother him at all.
They want to ghost hunt now and shit. But if it came to like put them in the position to actually go do it, and when they face their fear, they'll be scared shitless. They'll do it in the room though.
Right.
That's okay. Maybe that'll be the episode where I come on and you can stick me and all the kids in a room, and we'll be the afraid group.
You know what?
It'll be all 4 of us huddled up.
We're going to feature you in an episode too, B. I told you.
Yes.
Even if you're not in person. So
I'm in.
If I'm able to make it to Maryland, I want you to put me in a room with Scooby.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, dude, that would be awesome. Yes. I'll have to lock you guys in so that way whatever Ken's.
Why the hell do you want him to, why do you want that to happen?
He's scared. He's afraid.
Why would we not?
Ken ain't gonna bite, man. Whatever he summons might, but
okay, that's why I'm
we got Kareem. What do we out? What else do we got coming up, Kareem? We got to film Brunswick Museum. I think it's got a casket in there, so I'm putting him inside of it. Yeah. I'm gonna put Kareem inside it.
Yes. Hell yeah.
Really? No.
Well, if your name is drawn, probably it's like the Ripley's.
I mean, he says no, but he's going to have to do it anyway.
Lisa said,
"Why don't you? Why
in the room?" Well, if my name's drawn, I'll do it, but I don't have to do shit. I'm the lead investigator.
That would not be awesome.
Ken and Kareem locked in the room. That would be yes, it would, baby. Yes.
Chad Smith, you're in Maryland too. Well, nice to meet you. We always look for guests. If you want to be on television, man, and be on our TV series, you just when you work with me, just be worried that you may have to be in a casket or locked in jail. But you know, if you
See,
want
yeah, yeah.
But we're always looking for guests, man. And we got Elizabeth, our medium. We got Kareem, primary camera. Jason, secondary. Stacy, co-investigator. And I'm lead investigator. I don't know anymore. I think Kareem's taking over my job. But you're more than welcome to come and work with us. We're always looking for people in our state. You know, you want to get on TV? This is your shot, man. Hit me up after the stream.
All right. Speaking of that, I think tonight's a good point at which we ended. So I'd like to thank everybody for coming on. Scooby and Brandon, thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. And thank you. And again, guys,
You're
9 p.m. Eastern time, Paraflix, Roku TV, Amazon, Fire Stick, Apple TV, phones, tablets, computers, and all that good shit. Paraflix, $4 a month, 3-day trial. Watch season 3 of Paranormal in the Funhouse. And Wizards Table, follow them. And I'm co-hosting with you guys. I don't know what your next show is.
You will. Then our next show is on the 19th. And real quick, we are going to have a lady on who's been a witness to and who knows a hell of a lot about the Beast of Bray Road. I don't know if you're familiar with that or not.
Shit.
If you're not familiar with the Beast of Bray Road, look that shit up. Do some research. But her name is Sylvia Behrman. The Beast of Bray Road, baby.
That's badass. 19th. What time is that?
6 p.m., baby.
Same time.
That's fucking awesome. Can you say what's the lady's name? You're not allowed to say.
Sylvia Bierman.
Okay. And Chad Smith, Heritage Society, isn't that the museum? I think we did that place before. Thanks.
I know that name. I know that name, Chad Smith, from somewhere. I know that name.
Well, that's cool. Make sure you guys check out Wizards Table Show, man, on 19th, man. And check us out on Paranormal in the Funhouse. No longer fun uniform on there, so that's changed. It's all you gotta do is Google us. Paranormal.
See,
in the Funhouse.
I liked a fun uniform thing because it reminded me of a porn star. But no, okay, fine.
Well, it's still gonna be there, Ken. March 11th when we do our game stream at Play Live, they're gonna see that it's fun uniform because when I'm gaming, we're still doing our professional gaming shit, so it's still there. You can still call me my birthday suit or whatever the fuck you want to call it.
I'm going to get my ass to Maryland, Brandon, and when I do, I want to get in a coffin naked.
Well, we'll just blur it out, but you're more than welcome to.
Blur it out. Blur it out. All right, brother.
Yeah, man, you got to get here. I think maybe Minnesota Spirit Hunters Lisa, when she comes back here, can get you here, man.
All right. Well, me and Lisa will talk then. Hell yeah.
Awesome. Well, have a good night, everybody. We look forward to seeing you on the rest of the season of the Wizards Table. Again, follow us on Facebook, follow us on YouTube. I'm going to be creating an Instagram pretty soon, so follow us on Instagram. We might create a TikTok and keep up with all the good news and all the stuff we got coming forward.
Nothing but love, y'all.
Much love to everybody.
Thank you, bro.